Sony has finally admitted that yes, it is making EVs, yes, it plans to sell them, and hey, here's our latest concept car, which is not really a concept, it's their future electric crossover. Hello my friends and welcome to the Electric Viking. My name is Sam Evans, great to have you here on the channel. 2021 was awesome, 2022 is going to be much, much better, I can tell you that for sure. There are so many things going on in the electric car industry, in the battery technology industry, just wow. Every day I find out new information that just blows me away. The billions of dollars being invested in these industries shows you that we are just at the tip of the iceberg. The future, honestly, is going to be spectacular in so many ways. So that is the good news. You know, if you have kids, grandchildren, children yourself, I think it really is true that the future is going to be better than the past. Even in spite of all this coronavirus situation, I think we're getting through that now. And the light is at the end of the tunnel. So yet another, technology sector brand has entered EVs. Isn't it interesting to see all these companies, Huawei and many others, trying to make the transition from electronics specialist into car company? I mean, Apple's trying to do it as well. Sony, will they succeed? It's going to be really interesting to see. They've certainly spent a lot of time and money trying to develop EVs. Now, Japanese electronics manufacturer Sony has revealed its second electric vehicle concept at the Consumer Electronics Show, CES, as the company confirms plans to evaluate an entry into the new car market over the coming months. Basically, it's a done deal. They are doing it. This is their car. They're basically saying, here it is. You know, I made another video about Sony's first electric car that they made, the concept. I'll put a link in the description below to that video. Check that out if you haven't seen it. It's a very different car to this one. I think, though, that this car here is the production version model. I think this will be made. I think it's the kind of car they think the market wants. And I think they're right. Known as the Vision S02, the new Sony electric SUV, concept follows the Vision S sedan concept revealed at CES back in 2020. It shares many of the four doors exterior design themes, including interior features and mechanical components, but it's a very different shape body though. Now, offering 4 or 7 seats, the Vision S02 blends the O1 sedan's LED front and the rear light signatures, smooth surfaces, camera-based door mirrors, and contrast roof design. I don't like that, by the way. What do you think of the contrast roofs? Not my thing, but let me know if you like it. With a more upright and practical SUV shape, all of which would likely require little to no changes to be road legal and ready for sale to the public. This is clearly not a concept car like Subaru does these wacky, awesome, cool looking cars and then makes the real car look totally different. This is clearly production ready. Now, the similarities between the previous concept though continue inside the vehicle, where the O2 SUV shares its sedan siblings 4-screen dashboard, 4 screens. I mean, what? With 3 up high and 1 below, just in case, you need 2 screens if you're the passenger. It has a 3-spoke steering wheel and entertainment screens affixed to the back and the front sports seats. Now, I've got to say, I quite like the interior. I really do. In fact, it's really nice. But why 4 screens in the front? Isn't this a bit of overkill? I mean, honestly, I don't get it. I don't get this infatuation with some cars having 4 or 5 screens in the front of the car on the dashboard. It just seems massively distracting to me. Now, leather upholstery trims the SUV seats, joined by wood effect trim and an expansive panoramic sunroof. Personally, I don't think it is a panoramic sunroof. I actually think it's more like the roof you see in the Tesla Model 3, which doesn't actually open, and the same as what you see in the BYD Song, their new EV that was just spotted recently, which is going to be a Tesla Model 3 rival. If you haven't seen the video I did on that one, I'll put a link in the description below to this new BYD electric vehicle, which apparently will be going on sale in a number of markets worldwide. Now, befitting of an electronics company, Sony's press release highlights an array of technologies included with both the Vision S01 and the O2, including gesture control sensors, so you can wave and do stuff and the car will do stuff, and 5G connectivity, support for smartphone companion apps, allowing remote connection to the car, over-the-air updates, very good and essential for cars now, and speakers built into the seats. Now, Sony says that you can watch movies or play PlayStation games via a remote connection to a games console at home on the 2 widescreen infotainment displays up front, or the sit-back screens for second-row passengers. I'm intrigued to know how that would operate. I'm guessing only while stationary. Obviously, Tesla was forced to stop people from playing games while the cars were moving. Apparently, passengers were playing games, and that's not legal. Anyway, different story. Now, both sedan and SUVs share a fleet of LiDAR sensors and CMOS image sensors, enabling level 2 plus semi-autonomous driving. I haven't heard of level 2 plus before. 2.5, didn't know that was a thing, but there you go. And 360-degree system that the company claims allows drivers to accurately judge the status of the surrounding environment. Now, what's the powertrain? Well, it's the same powertrain as what was in the O1 version, the other concept. It has a 200 kilowatt electric motor on each axle for all-wheel drive and a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour. Now, I'm guessing that will give the vehicle around about 400 kilowatt. Sony doesn't give the vehicle a 0 to 100 kilometer an hour time, but it's pretty heavy. It weighs 2,480 kilos, so 2.5 tons. How big is it? Well, it's bigger than a Tesla Model Y. It actually measures in at 4.9 meters long, 1.9 meters wide, and 1.65 meters high. And it rides on a 3-meter wheelbase. This gives it similar dimensions to the current model BMW X5 large SUV. But of course, the interior would probably be bigger than that, as usually it's the case with EVs that the interior is a fair bit bigger than ICE vehicles. Now, this is what Sony have said about whether or not they're actually doing the EV thing. We will explore entry into the EV market. There you go. They are doing it. They've just confirmed it. The first official comment from the company that it's exploring putting these vehicles into actual production, rather than creating them to simply explore and develop vehicle technologies. And honestly, who does that anyway? Who makes a car just to explore and develop vehicle technologies? That doesn't make sense. You only do that if you want to make cars. They just admitted they plan on selling these vehicles. So now the question is, will they sell both of them? Well, clearly this model is the more likely one to go on sale, but I believe actually Sony will plan on selling both the original model, so check out that video, and this one as well. Now, there are rumors that Magna Steyr, which manufactures the Mercedes-Benz G-Class and the Toyota GR Supra, among many other vehicles, could be involved in actually building these cars for Sony. I think that makes a lot of sense if that's the route that Sony are going. Quite a number of Chinese EV makers, like NIO, do a similar thing, not with Magna Steyr, but with other automotive companies building their cars for them. I mean, and even Toyota does it now with BYD. So tell me what you think. Do you like this car? Would you buy one? Do you like what Sony's doing here? Do you think it makes sense for Sony to get into this EV space, into the automotive industry? It's tough. Dyson, I mean, they died quickly. It's Apple, I mean, look at them. They're just floundering all over the place. Do you think Sony will succeed? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you again on the next one. Bye-bye.